Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Jade Empire. Last episode, we went to the Pilgrim's Rest Inn and spoke with the people there. They wanted us to kill the forest spirit and gave us the crystal so that we could do it. And then we found out that there are a bunch of cannibals worshipping a demon that is imprisoned by the forest shadow. I feel like maybe we should speak with the Forest Shadow first. Maybe she'll give us something to help deal with them, but I'm pretty sure we're not actually going to help them. Anyway, let's start by speaking to the Black Whirlwind here, because he's our companion now.
What? What do you want?
What do you think about our current situation?
What do you want from me? I'm here to kill things. You want answers? Ask someone else.
Okay, very well. What did you do before you were with Lord Yun?
Why does it matter? I was born by my mother and sucked at her teat like every man. Well, like every man does with his mother.
I mean, hopefully, yes.
Anyway, by the time I was old enough to swing an axe, my father was dead and my mother disowned me. Of course, killing my father might have given her reason.
Probably, yes.
I think she did it out of shame. My father beat me and my brother senseless, and made our lives miserable. Either way, that was the end of my childhood.
Okay, that's a little more understandable. That was a brave thing you did.
Ha! I wasn't brave, I was furious. And he was drunk. It was an easy fight. I traveled a lot after that, begging for some things and taking the rest. Tough times, but not the worst. My axes and my wits kept me alive.
Your wits? Your wits, huh?
Yeah. I had some wits before I got them all knocked out of me. Mostly I just used my axes and my fists. You'd think a 7-year-old might be an easy target, but I soon learned just where to cut a man to make him squeal like a pig. Ah, those were the days.
What, tell me something about your past.
No, we got better things to do right now. Maybe I'll feel like talking after I've bloodied up my axes a few more times.
Alright then, that's
Nah.
Okay, so... don't have anything there. Crystal goes in the middle there. Do we want to keep him with us? No, I kind of feel like when we see the forest spirit, we don't want him with us. Oh yes. Attack dual axes support none. The Black Whirlwind's attacks can damage spirits. The Black Whirlwind is a warrior of exceptional girth and immeasurable brutality. In combat, his axes gleefully plow through enemies, not stopping until the red mists fade.
I am honored that you have chosen me.
Well, I'll keep you with me when we see the forest spirit. Place the once missing crystal onto the pedestal. Okay. Clicked into place. Okay, that lit up this one. There's another one down here. That lights up that one. Now for the other two furnaces. Sounded like it was blue and red. There goes blue. There goes red. Now the switch comes up. Well, let's hit it. Well, we have... that looks like a portal. Okay, I think we found our way in. Let's go visit the forest spirit. Heaven? Heaven? Okay, thank you for the save. No, I didn't want that. I didn't mean to leave again. There was an accident. It is very pretty, though. Peaceful, too. Devotion gem.
Do you realize how much trouble you've caused me? I'll be doing paperwork on that fight of yours well into next week. For so long, it appeared you'd be one of the easy ones. Then that whole bandit attack happened, and I haven't rested since.
Who are you?
You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? I am Zinbu, the magic abacus. I was assigned to record, tabulate, and itemize the destruction that you cause. No easy task, I might add, especially since you embarked on this wild quest to find your master.
What? Why would you need to do that?
Our calculations keep the universe in balance. Without us, chaos, anarchy, utter ruination. Look at your associate, Black Whirlwind. What a nightmare. A whole department can't keep up with his antics. But imagine if they failed to record his various deeds. We would never be able to determine his eventual position on the Great Wheel. You can't just guess at it. You must have records, itemized records in triplicate signed by the Overseer of Carnal Destruction and Disorder herself.
The what? Well, it sounds like a very difficult job.
Oh, you don't know the half of it. You remember that little engagement with Gao the Lesser? 3,040 pages. I lost 3 assistants on that report alone.
How do you lose assistance to a report? I'm sorry if this has caused you trouble, but I do what I must.
Aha! The very reason I'm here, and not back at the Celestial Bureaucracy tabulating your most recent exploits. Apparently, my skills are inadequate to keep up with you.
Wait, really?
I'm being relegated to a much lower role in trade and commerce. My only consolation is that I will no longer have to track your exploits. I'll be lucky if I ever attain the rank I had before you came along, but I have a plan that just might get me there.
And it has to do with me, doesn't it?
And you're going to help me. Instead of trying to find you a buyer or supplier wherever you go, I'm going to provide that service directly.
Huh. So, how does that help you?
Actually, I need you to buy from me, and occasionally sell any items you no longer need. By getting rid of the other suppliers and buyers, I can save time and be more efficient. Perhaps then I can regain some of the honor I lost through this demotion. In any case, I'll be joining with you, in a sense, to offer you items for sale and to purchase anything extra you acquire. It's a fair deal, I believe.
Huh.
You gain the envious ability to buy and sell at your whim, and I can prove my worth in my new role. Perhaps I will even do well enough to get promoted.
How does this work exactly?
Simply call upon me as you would any of your followers, and I'll be there. In the meantime, I have much to do. I'm afraid my supplies are a little low at the moment, but fear not. I will acquire new items as quickly as I can. I should go and see what I can dig up for you. Don't worry, I'll be around. Just call on me if you need something. Good day.
Okay, that sounds fine to me. Let's investigate. Jinbu, the magic abacus, is a celestial bureaucrat who seeks to shift over to sales. Check back often. His magical store occasionally restocks itself to help you on your journey.
Ah, excellent. I have many items just waiting for you.
Inferior warrior gem, monk gem, scholar gem, inferior scholar gem, and leaping tiger style. With the vigor and speed of the animal for which this martial style was named, leaping tiger dazzles onlookers even as it carves up opponents. Practitioners of this martial style focus so completely on the strength and quickness of the tiger that razor-sharp claws seem to sprout from their fists. The style's quick leaping techniques and punishing strikes create a flurry of death that can keep even armed opponents at bay. That would be nice. Sadly, it is way too expensive for me. Is there anything I can sell? Yeah, I can sell one of these. Oh, wait. The sell prices are probably much lower than anywhere else. Okay, let's move on. I'll have to compare
The forest had a mournful feeling to it, but there's none of that here. If this is the forest shadow's home, she can't be behind the sickness in the trees.
No, she's not. Gem of Irresistible Spirit. What's this? This gem is a tool of inner reflection for the wielder, and, unwittingly, those around him. This gem exposes the inner strength and virtue of the user to all, awing them with his true nature. Only those most at peace with themselves can use this gem, for others will see their own flaws reflected back at them. Spirit and charm. I'm definitely going to hold on to it. Good, I could use that. A human here? You are not of the family. You should not be here. This is the one our mistress mentioned when last she returned. We will take you. The demons come again. Human, if you value your life, help us against these fiends. Oh, great. More frog demons.
Legendary strike. Ice shard. Spirit.
Nope, that's what I wanted. Oh, well, that was quick. The Forest Shadow is not sure of you, human, but you have earned the right to pass safely to her. Beware of more demons. They grow more aggressive as our mistress weakens from the disease in the trees. The mother, the demon they serve, is now strong enough to send her minions to attack us directly, breaching the sanctity of this place with her magic. Why are these demons attacking this place? This is the home of our mistress, the Forest Shadow. For lack of a better metaphor, she is at war with a foul demon known as the Mother. These demons serve the Mother, and as the Forest Shadow weakens, they grow more bold, even attacking this sacred place. They will attack you as well. My sisters will try to protect you, but we need your help as much as you need ours. You must reach my mistress quickly. Why did your mistress attack me? She spoke of your encounter. She regrets attacking you and considers it a mistake. She said that you would seek to confront her. Go to the upper islands and do so, but know that not all in the forest is as it seems. What do you mean by that cryptic statement? I will say no more. Your answers wait with the Forest Shadow. She killed a man. Was that a mistake too? Eyes do not always see the truth. What you saw as a man was something else. What is this place anyway? This is the realm of the Forest Shadow, my mistress. It is her piece of heaven. She will tell you more. You must go speak with her as quickly as you can. I will go speak with the Forest Shadow. Climb the bridges between the islands. Her home lies above us on the highest of the islands. Go carefully. More demons are coming. I can smell it. The Mother will not win this day, no matter how many demons she sends. I am sure. Each one of these are two-tailed foxes. Very interesting. Do not dally with me. She awaits you. Very well. Let's go. Oh crap. There's fighting going on. Horse demon. Ow. Okay, definitely kill you. Ow. Okay, it's dead. And we gained a horse demon style. Alright, let's take a look at that if we may. Here it is. Info. Transformation style. Let's see. Powerful warriors can gain the power to take the form of the fearsome horse demon. This transformation grants the horse demon's legendary ferocity, as well as its mastery of the element of fire and its immunity to the effects of support styles. Faced with the immolating brutality of the horse demon, weak-willed foes cower in fear, helpless against the raging flames. Oof. Definitely more interesting than the toad demon, I think. Bookstand, let's see. Jade Empire Bestiary Volume 5. Horse Demons. Words are only wasted describing these equine horrors, for their appearances are all too easily recalled from the nightmares of childhood. All the legends talk of these beasts' fiery manes and terrifying strength, but few sources delve beyond the lore to seek out the fact. It was a most fortunate happenstance that led this author into a roadside discussion with the venerable Li Shi-tun, a master warrior who had recently destroyed one of these beasts. His insight proved most valuable, for it was this master who first made clear the true effect of the horse demon's terrifying mane. Holding out blistered hands, the ancient warrior made his point most clearly. To strike a creature who controls elemental fires with such ease is to strike the flame itself. One must be prepared to hurt themselves with each attack. Oh. So, attacking horse demons is going to hurt us unless we use range. We do have ice spells. I'll have to use those on him. Oh boy! Thank you. Alright, moving on. I hear more fighting. No, Jesus! Oh. Oh, ow, 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 ow! Hold on. Let's try this. Oh crap, he's immune to ice.
Legendary struck longsword.
Ow. Okay, it's dead. That was a bit of a pain. Charm gem and another fight going on up here. Well, that worked.
You have come, following the path I laid down for you. But
Now you have reached the fork and must make your own choices. I will try to help you in this.
You should ready yourself, mistress. I do not trust them.
I mean you no harm.
You are quick to turn away potential allies, Shining Tusk.
We know our enemy. This one may yet prove to be a friend.
A friend who reeks of those beasts at the inn. Do what you wish, mistress, but I will be watching.
You have just met my guardian, Shining Tusk. He is slow to trust and quick to anger, but he will not harm you. Not without cause. I am the Forest Shadow. I will help you understand the significance of what happens in my forest, and then I shall be most intrigued to see which fork you choose to take. What fork are you talking about? You were attacked at the bridge by a mad fox spirit. The spirit tried to kill you, yet you fought her off. You survived because I had no intention of harming you.
Whenever I was in the forest, I felt uncomfortable. I think she knows the real reason why.
Think about what you have seen at the end. Now remember what happened at the bridge. There was purpose in the attack. The man at the bridge was one of the cannibals. Were you trying to warn me? The attack at the bridge served two purposes. First, it made you unsure. Your mind was uncertain and thus sharper. Your search for answers revealed the cannibals to you. Second, the attack made sure you would be standing here before me. Revenge, anger, confusion, compassion. Whatever your motivation, you could not help but chase me down. How could you be certain I'd come here? You know the water dragon is missing and that your world fills with the spirits of the dead. But this forest has illustrated what that really means. The Mother's awakening and her spreading corruption is just a beginning. One of many that happen all over your empire. You do not want to see the end. You must restore the water dragon. Since you entered my forest, spirit monk, I have felt the essence of your mistress. The water dragon's touch is upon you, and it is recent. Is that who that spirit that spoke with us in the spirit cave was? I have been having visions of a spirit in blue. Could that be her?
A woman
in blue. She would often appear in such a guise, yes. The form of a celestial dragon can be intimidating, especially... Oh.
Even here, so weak. The waters cannot bleed forever. Nothing is without end. Not even this world. Not when my power rests in the hands of mortals.
I know you, Spirit. You have been named.
Names are fleeting. Given so your kind can point and say, that is mine. All words, names, history, dreams, they die on your lips.
Even the written word?
What remains after that is beyond you, or is meant to be. Not everything can be owned, not without price. You will pay a debt earned by another.
Pardon?
I lack the strength to help you. You cannot avoid your fate. When someone steps beyond their station, others must fall to fill the gap.
Who has stepped beyond their station? Me?
You are in your station. You are where you should be. He is counting on that. If you fail in your destiny, your true enemy falls with you. And if he falls, so do we all. You must win. But in doing so, you will lose. It is a painful circle that must be allowed to close. You do not truly have a choice until you confront what comes after. You will be free to act, but there is a cost.
She is still alive, but in great pain. I knew it. Dead gods grant no miracles, and no emperor can summon endless water. You are the one the water dragon has chosen to restore the balance, Spirit Monk. Your mistress calls on you. Now that I am sure of your role in things, it is all the more vital you choose which fork in the road you will take. Why me? Why doesn't she ask you for help? I could not see or hear her, human. Only you seemed close enough to pick the whispers from the air. All I could catch was a scent, but it was one I knew well. I know what you must do now. You need to make your way to the Imperial City, and I know Lord Yun holds a wind map you must have. He will only be satisfied if you cure the forest as he understands it. And so, the choice. Will you attempt to destroy me and tell Lord Yun that I was behind the corruption of his land? Or will you brave the more dangerous road and face the mother? Why don't you just destroy the mother yourself? Had I acted sooner, I would have been able to crush her easily, but she is insidious. Her corruption spread slowly until it suddenly erupted like a fungal bloom.
That beast should never have woken up.
Now the forest is in a delicate balance. She is not yet strong enough to destroy me, but I find myself in the same situation. You could tip that balance. Couldn't you just tell Yun to give me the wind map? And leave my forest sickened and twisted. In you I have the chance to enlist the aid of one human who might be able to tip the scales. I would rather die than give up this opportunity, which I'm sure you're thinking is exactly the issue at hand. You seem awfully calm about what could be your impending death. I do not think you will win, human. I am not as strong as I was, but I am still more than your match. I also know that decisions made by you could have sweeping effects. If you are the type who would attempt to destroy me out of convenience or just sheer malice, I have no choice but to stop you here and now. I have made my decision. I'm all ears, human. And a fairly big pair of ears they are, I must say. The mother must be destroyed. How can I find her? There are caves beneath the Pilgrim's Rest. They are infested with cannibals, and the creatures work tirelessly to free their mistress. For all their diggings, they will not completely free her until I am destroyed, or until I release her. And that is exactly what I plan to do. You must go to the Pilgrim's Rest. I will release the seal on the door beneath the inn so that you may enter her lair. What will I face there? You have already seen the corruption firsthand. There will be many more of her children below, closer to her lair. Where is the entrance to the mother's lair? Inside that place, at the back, you will find a lift that descends to what was once a storage area. Once I release the seal on the mother's trap, many more caves will open. Her followers have been most prodigious in their work to free her. The hill is riddled with caves and tunnels that connect to the old mine workings at the hill's base. That's all I need to know to face her. Once the seal is broken, I will not be able to close it again. You must not fail. You will find a way to defeat the mother, and you will survive. You must. I will find you after she is dead. I want to ask some more about you in this forest before I go. Neither of us has time to waste. There is time to talk. Can I ask you some things about fox spirits? If you're thinking to learn our tricks, you will be disappointed. I'll happily tell you more of my kind if you wish, though. I keep hearing about the fox's tricks. Can you give me an example? Suppose you were a young noble who has just inherited a fortune. One of my kind might approach you as a wizened sage and ask for aid in studying an ancient artifact. Your response would determine the reaction. Suppose I gave the sage some funds and demanded results. What then? Then you would be rewarded in some small way. Perhaps the artifact would be genuine, or the fox would offer you some information she had learned from the artifact. Your response was proper, as you balanced your wealth with the sage's need, but did not do so foolishly. The fox has a nose for people's character, and we judge by their intentions as much as their actions. Are most of your kind tied to nature in some way? No. Unlike many of my younger sisters, I am anchored to this place. More free to act upon your world than most spirits, because of my connection to the trees. The mother is the dark balance to my lighter influence. You will find that most anchors are like that. The heavens maintain balance in all things. Are fox spirits good or evil? It likely depends on what a fox has done to you. How easy to paint the persecutor as evil and the benefactor as good. So long as we stay in our place, we foxes are merely servants of heaven. We fill a role few would envy. What about those who don't stay in their place? Every class of spirit or demon is ordered by the celestial bureaucracy. We have our roles and powers, but we also have desires and personalities. Some rebel against the will of heaven itself and follow their own hearts. Not all of those who do so are evil, as you define it, but they are certainly defiant. Alright, let's change the subject. Of course. What do you need? Tell me more about the history of your struggle with the mother. A most ancient tale, and one long forgotten by your kind. The mother tried to corrupt this forest once before and failed, leaving herself weakened. How did you become involved? As you may know, when a spirit is anchored to a place or person, there is often a balance. The highest powers of heaven enjoy nothing more than the struggle that ensues. The mother is my counterpart. As a fox, I test the spirit of humanity, and what I would test the Mother corrupts. How did the Mother first try to corrupt the forest? It was much the same as now. Dark promises of power were whispered in the minds of impressionable men who eventually became her cannibal servitors. As her power grew and more of your kind fell under her sway, the forest twisted and blackened. I fought her by destroying her followers and following the paths into the forest. It was not enough. As the trees twisted, I grew weaker, and I realized that I could not win the day. The forest could not be saved. How did you eventually trap her? The only way to regain control of the forest was to lose control. I had been fighting the Mother's magic with my own, but I realized almost too late that I could not defeat her that way. Instead, words became my weapon. Many kingdoms claimed portions of this forest for their own, and I visited each under the guise of a mysterious crone. To each king I spoke of the plans of the others to destroy the blighted forest with fire. That fire, said I, would spread to any kingdom that was not prepared. Were any of the kings actually planning such a thing? None of the kings ever intended to destroy the forest, thinking that somehow the disease would pass and the resources could be salvaged. Hearing that their peers were prepared to unleash a firestorm upon them, however, made each king prepare a similar retaliation. It was only a matter of days before each king enacted what they thought was a preemptive strike. With fire breaks dug and their kingdoms safe, fire broke out on every border of the woods. The forest burned. With nowhere to turn but inward, the fire soon burned to the heart of the forest. The Mother, who had invested so much of her strength in the trees, was crippled. I too was diminished, but like the easily fooled kings, I was prepared for the flames. Weakened, the Mother fell into a torpor, and I worked tirelessly to help the forest regrow. It was a victory through sacrifice, but the forest regrew stronger than even before. Quite a task, but it clearly worked out, somewhat. Let's move on to something else. Tell me more about Shining Tusk. Shining Tusk has been with me for centuries. He is my guardian, and my friend. Why is he so surly?
Humans expect all Celestials to be like their flighty foxes, it seems.
Elephant demons are not noted for their humor. Shining Tusk is one of the most light-hearted of his kind. Be glad you did not meet him several centuries ago.
Woe betide anyone who called me surly back then. The Forest Shadow's brethren have worn away some of my stern nature.
How is it that you have a guardian? The politics and structure of the celestial bureaucracy are staggeringly complex, so I won't waste time trying to explain the intricacies. When I became the guardian of the Great Southern Forest, my responsibilities were such that it was deemed I needed his services.
It was an honor to become her guardian. She is not like any other fox spirit.
Alright, I should go deal with the inn. Of course. Shall I send you to the portal back to my temple, or would you prefer to walk among these islands a bit longer? I will walk, thank you. Breathe deeply. You'll find yourself in other places where the air is less pure soon enough. Well, that was certainly an interesting little conversation. Let's check this urn, which seems to have nothing, and a book stand. The Celestial Order, Volume 1. The world is a place of order. When order is not enforced, chaos reigns. Chaos is the natural state of the world. The order that currently exists is the result of the power of the Great Dragon. Out of this streaming chaos, the Great Dragon created the world, perfect in every way. But nature, the forces of the universe, demand balance. For every bit of order, there must be corresponding chaos. That first world, that perfect world, was pure order. It could not last. The perfect order choked life and did not allow growth, and so chaos was allowed back into the world. Well, we have a level up. Let me grab that first. Boom. 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 Done. And we have more style points. Legendary Strike, I think. Oh, I don't have enough to level it up. Well, that sucks. I'll need to save up for later. Fortune's Favorite? I can do a bit more here. Actually, Spirit Thief. There. I think that's definitely worth it. And we'll save up the other points for... well, Ice Shard, actually? You know what, sure. I can use that on occasion. I don't see a problem. Alright, and there's demons back there for some reason. We can go fight them. Don't worry, we'll take care of them. There goes that. Come on, die already! There we go. Couldn't really see much, but they're dealt with. Alright, we'll run back. And I'm probably going to end this episode here. Okay, first we fight more of these. Do finish him, please.
I need him.
And I am horribly on fire. Please heal. Thank you. Holy crap, I almost died. That would have been very bad. Whew boy. Okay, there's a spirit font here. No, this is focus. Spirit is further down. Ow. Really don't care. Oh, come on! Okay, I need to go through all this once again, and I am going to end this episode here. When I cut back, we'll be right outside the fort place. No, not fort, the inn. So, that'll be in the next episode. Until then, I am Chester44, that is Jin and Dawnstar, but I think I may end up taking another ally with us instead. And this has been a Let's Play of Jade Empire, and I shall see you all next time.